What's going on, everybody? Articulated Ninja here, and today we are taking a look at this Ninja Turtle, not Ninja Turtle, my bad. I mean Samurai. It's a Samurai Turtle action figure. Now, I don't want to call this a bootleg. It's not licensed though. It's a third-party company. So we'll just call it a third-party company because it's not an official product. It's not an official Leonardo. It's not an official Ninja Turtle. It's a Samurai Turtle. This thing has been making the rounds on social media for how amazing it was. So I had to check it out for myself, regardless of how the box looks. It's called Ancient Power Samurai Animals Spring. So I'm assuming this is spring. Then eventually they'll do winter, summer, and the rest of the the rest of the Samurai Turtles. Boy, oh boy, does this box look bootleg. The box looks like something you will find in Manhattan for like $5. That's colored poorly and everything else like this. It looks pretty bootleg. Honestly, this box looked pretty scary. Like if I would have got this as a kid in the city, I would have known straight up, damn, grandma got. Like I would have been, my worst fear inside of this box, I would have imagined some shit like this was inside of this box. Oh my God, what the fuck is that?
Jesus Christ.
But that is not what's inside this box, guys. Pay no mind to the box because inside of it is by far one of the best Ninja Turtle action figures I've ever touched, received, owned in my life. This is easily one of the best, if not the best, Ninja Turtle I've ever had in my life. I had it on pre-order, so I think I paid like $55 for it. But the detail, the articulation, the accessories, look at everything that you get here. And considering the domestic price of Hasbro action figures is basically $30 now by me at this point. For an extra $20, to me, this is like $25, extra $30, whatever. This is worth it. This is 100% worth it, especially to have something that is technically so original, but not at the same time. I get it's supposed to be a Ninja Turtle. It's supposed to be Leo, but to have that samurai helmet with him, he comes with cloth, he comes with real metal chains, he comes with more than just his katanas. Like, it's just, this is dope. Like, I'm really surprised. I see why a lot of people were praising this figure, because just to have it in hand, just to move it around and the quality feels so good. But we're supposed to be talking about the detail right now, so let's get some close-ups so you guys can see the paint apps on this figure. And as you guys can see, the helmet, I love the samurai helmet the most, and it just looks so nice. The paint apps on it are so nice, and it having a samurai helmet is what really sells it. So it's not a ninja, it's a samurai, and they did a great job on this helmet. And the spikes on it are bendable and soft, so you don't have to worry about breaking them at all. Look at the detail on this hand. I'm just using a hand as a good example because it just shows so much texture, and it actually shows his skin tone. Look at his nails. There's so much detail everywhere on this guy. Even if we just take a look at the detail on some of his accessories, not some, really all, but if we just take a quick look at them, the detail is there on the figure, and the detail is there on all of the accessories. I've really only seen this before with like NECA products and things where they try to carry the detail over from the figure also to the accessory. They're not just giving you one bland, one color accessory. So from the figure to the accessory or detail, you're definitely not getting that with like some of the biggest Hasbro Mattel products. And no, you have to go to like NECA or Mezco, or this is more in the realm of that. And being that we're paying attention to the detail right now, before we even move forward, as you guys can see, he comes with 3 cloth areas on him that are actually like fabric or material. We have his scarf, we have the fabric on his waistband, and the fabric on his headband. Now, me personally, this is just a me thing, I'm not a fan of the fabric on his waist, and I'm not a fan of the fabric on his headband. The scarf is cool to me because it's so large and it's kind of like pre-posed, but none of them have bendy wire in them. I wish that they did, and because they don't have bendy wire in them is why I'm just gonna pop mine off and replace those parts with some NECA parts moving forward for this review, because the cloth is just annoying me. I don't like that there's no bendy wire. So like in some action or dynamic poses, it just stays sitting down because there's no bendy wire. So I'm going to pop those off real fast and Dremel a little hole in it and replace it with some NECA headbands. But that is it. Those are the only 2 small things that I changed, and that's more of a me thing because the fabric honestly wasn't bad. And I've seen other people reviews. A lot of people seem to like it. It's just not a me thing. So I'm not gonna discount any points from the figure. It's just not my preference. And no, it doesn't pop pop off that easily right out of the box. I just had it on there to show you guys, but I already pulled it off. It's on there with some really tight glue, so you can just yank it off, but I pulled it off and then I dremeled a hole, took them off and replaced them with some NECA stuff so we can move forward. And moving forward, now I just extra like this figure, because that was honestly my only problem with it. That there could be thigh swivels, and maybe the articulation just in general could be a tiny bit better, but overall this figure is amazing, and even more amazing now that I replaced the headbands. So now I can actually have some pre-posed headbands and waistbands moving in the wind, depending on how I want to pose him for toy photography or whatever I want to do. So I am 100% good with this now, and I am good with the scarf that he comes with, even though once again I do wish it was bendy wire, because it would have been amazing to have him posed up, flying through the air, jumping, leaping, slashing, whatever, with everything being bendy wire to also show his movement. But hey, it's okay, it's just a scarf. I can get another one if I really want it or need it to be bendy wire. And as far as articulation is concerned, any Leo type of pose that I really want to get him into, honestly, I can. My two complaints would be, I do wish that there were double hinged elbows the same way that there are knees, because his knees are really good. I just wish he had that range in his elbows, which he doesn't. And I do wish that he had a thigh swivel. But speaking of thigh swivel, the toy wizard, Bill Morrow Toycanics, you can go to billmorrow.com. Go check out his YouTube page. He actually showed a tutorial on how to give this guy a thigh swivel, as well as McFarlane figures and a lot of other figures. This guy is the toy mechanic for a reason, so go check him out. He does a great video showing step by step how to give thigh swivels to action figures, as well as how to fix broken joints, loose joints, etc. Go check him out. I refer a lot of people to his videos. They're really good and in-depth. But those are my only two complaints articulation wise, because you know nothing is perfect. No figure is going to be absolutely perfect, and this guy comes so close, so close. Bendy wire is all we needed in the cloth, a thigh swivel, and double hinged elbows. For me personally, this guy would have been a 10 out of 10, but even as he stands, he's definitely a 7 or 8 out of 10. All right guys, we still got to get to accessories and size, but honestly, even at this point of me opening the figure, moving it around, playing around with it and editing, I'm like, this figure is so good, man. This figure is so good. It is a third-party company. I don't want to take the chance that they get caught up in some legal fees or whatever, and then we don't get summer, spring, winter, and the rest of the brothers. Like, we just don't get them, and I enjoy this figure so much. I was nervous that we're not gonna get the rest of them, man. So
my son, your brothers will do many things that may disappoint you. They may be too smart for their own good, too playful to be serious, or too serious to be playful. But one thing they will always be is by your side when you need them.
Guys, I ordered 3 more. I ordered 3 more and did some very simple repaints and crazy glued some accessories on them to differentiate them based on their personalities. But super simple, super easy. Yeah, I had to do it. I had to do it because I was too worried that these figures were just going to disappear, or the company was going to stop after just giving us this one turtle. Kind of extreme, I know, but to me, they're very simple kit bashes. It definitely made me happy to do this simple little kit bash, and it makes me happy to see all of them together. And I didn't paint any of the accessories. The only thing I painted was the blue parts on Leo, whatever color I needed to match his other brothers. All the accessories literally were just crazy glued onto this from other figures. Simple paint. My paint is not perfect, and you know, it can come off because I didn't seal it, but for the most part the paint is sticking on there really good. Rubbing it, scratching it a little bit, no, it's not really coming off like that. But I love this. I love this Leo spring turtle, whatever, samurai ninja action figure. So I needed to get the rest of them, and I just didn't want to take the chance. And even though they are not the official releases from Fury Toys, which also isn't necessarily an official license release Leo, I'm pretty happy with them, and that's what it's about, it making me happy. So I know some people might think they look strange, funny, whatever, it doesn't matter. I like the way they look a lot. So every one of these turtles is literally just Leo duplicated, same figure, same base body and everything, just change the colors, throw some different accessories on them, and I got these guys now, and I'm very, very happy with them. But some good news, you don't gotta be like me, you don't gotta be a crackhead for these action figures. And if you just wait, it looks like 5K Toys on their Instagram, they showed previews of the next turtle, which is Donatello, aka Autumn, and we are going to get him at some point, hopefully within 2023. So it looks like they are going to do the rest. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, I'm addicted to this stuff, so this stuff really makes me happy. So I couldn't wait, so I took the long route, the extra money route, the extra work route. You don't got to do this. Don't be like me, be better than me. Like I say, just have patience, and they're going to get here, hopefully. Now, we spoke about the detail on these accessories, and just overall in general, I do feel like you get a lot if we just take an overall look at everything that you get here. Now, I should also technically include his scarf and include his 2 katanas, but those are on him right now, so I left them out of the shot. But just taking a quick look at some of the detail on these accessories, and Valorverse and Action Force gives us good paint and detail when it comes to guns. And I mean, even on their blades and their weapons, it's the same, good paint apps. But I don't see paint apps like this on Hasbro and Mattel products. Like I said, this is more like Valorverse, NECA, Mezco. You got to move to those companies to get good paint apps on accessories. If you're talking about Classified or Hasbro, they're just all one color. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. Usually they're all one color mainly. And even this chain is real metal, and there's like a rustic brushing paint job on it, which is crazy. But the chain is metal, and I'm pretty sure you could connect this chain to the other weapons, because the other weapons do have a loophole. Do have a circular hole at the bottom of them, so pretty sure you could connect these chains. So as far as Leo is concerned, we do get 2 katanas, we get 2 kamas, and we also get 2 kunais. But if you connect the chain to the kamas, I believe it turns it into kusarigama. You know, who knows, man. At the end of the day, we get some good ass accessories here, man. Now, I'm sure this is going to be the category that's going to bother a lot of people, because they're not as big as the NECA turtles. These guys are about 4 inches. And at first, just looking at how small the box was, I was like, what the hell is this? Then when I pulled it out the box, I'm like, this shit is tiny. But then after actually playing around and moving it around, and it really grew on me. Like, it didn't bother me at all that these guys were only 4 inches, and I feel like it fits them. It gave them more personality to me, because I already have NECA turtles, so I don't necessarily need more big turtles or bigger turtles, 6-7 inch turtles, because NECA fills that role pretty well. But honestly, could they have been a tiny bit bigger, maybe an inch or 2? Sure, okay, an inch bigger would have brought them to 5, maybe 5.5. I would have liked that too. But my point is, it grew on me. It's okay as it is. So from left to right of the screen, we have a Power Rangers Lightning Collection Shredder, which I really like a lot, and I like his size compared to them, because remember, it is 4 of these guys, so I like that he's fighting 4 of these fast, strong, super tiny turtles. I like that. That's cool. And here we have another Power Rangers Lightning Collection Ninja with some Marvel Legends, and once again, looking at Logan's size, I like how they stack up next to these guys. And here we have him with a NECA Michael Myers, Akatsuki Bakugo from Amazing Yamaguchi, and that amazing Sentinel Spider-Man. And just showing them off next to some ladies, we have the G.I. Joe Classified Scarlet, Marvel Legends Ironheart, and a DC Collectibles Batgirl. And here we got them next to some Valorverse Action Force figures, arguably some of the best that they put out this entire year. These 3 are definitely hard hitters for me. But here we are next to them, and I like the way that they look, because they would be fighting, ducking, dodging troopers. So I like them compared to these Valorverse figures. And of course, we got to bring in some other ninjas, and from left to right of the screen, we have a Marvel Legends Red Hand Ninja, we have an Articulated Icons Ninja, then we have the G.I. Joe Classified, the 2 Blue Pack Ninjas, and I'm using an Articulated Icons hoodie on that ninja. Same for the ninja all the way to the right of the screen. That's another Articulated Icons hoodie on that G.I. Joe classified body. And I definitely like this one a lot. We have them next to a Marvel Legends Abomination body that I took the head from a G.I. Joe classified Fiona Gator and threw it on that Abomination body. And I like this size difference a lot, just because I'm pretty sure on average turtles are not large like that. We're not talking about giant sea turtles or Galapagos Island turtles, or no, just on average I'm sure there are way more smaller turtles than larger turtles. So I like this size difference between an alligator and a turtle. It seems pretty realistic to me on average. And of course I have to bring in the NECA turtles just to show you guys the difference there. Also guys, before everybody asks me in the comments, this is the paint that I use. It doesn't chip off easily. I didn't seal it, but it works really good regardless. I'm not a professional customizer. I'm a photographer and I like toy photography. That's what I do. But this is the paint that I use, and for the most part it works really well, stays onto the figures really well. And of course any of the blood effects that you see in any of the shots came from the Super Action Stuff Casket of Cruelty. So this is one of the rare scenarios in life, guys, where I'm actually good with having 4 inches. You know, in other areas, I don't know what I would do with just 4 inches, but in this scenario, I'm good that they're just 4 inches. I'm high with that. You get what I'm saying? We have bigger turtles. We have bigger turtles that offer us more inches in other lines. Here is okay to have 4. It's okay, it's good. And at first, right out of the package, I was first concerned, kind of disappointed with the size, but then after actually posing this guy around and viewing his detail and seeing the accessories that this Leo came with, I actually thought that the scale of them were pretty good in compared to some other turtles that I already have in my collection. So overall, my judgment is if you have the 60 bucks, I definitely say it's worth it, and it really looks like we're gonna get more coming down the line, and the accessories with that Splinter and that Donatello look amazing. So this looks like it's going to be a long-standing line, so just get on board now. I got mine from 5K Toys. I'll put their link in the description below. But yeah, I like it a lot, man. And at first, like I said, I know some people may just discard it because of the size, and that's okay if it's not your thing. But for me, I was thinking about, we have multiverses, literally multiverses with other franchises. Why can we not have a multiverse with the Turtles? That would be dope too. And in my mind, this is just another multiverse with more turtles, and these turtles are more scaled, at least to me, appropriately with the actual species that they are on average. Turtles should be smaller, and especially if these turtles come from New York. Nobody had giant sea turtles, or you know, nobody had that. They were the small little turtles that you could find in corner stores or the Chinese shops. Those turtles didn't grow to be extremely large. So I really like the idea that this is just another multiverse version of Turtles, Earth 3, 4, whatever. I really like that, and the detail on them is really amazing. These turtles definitely surprised me, because looking at the box at first, I definitely wasn't expecting this. Y'all know exactly what I was expecting. You know, and I appreciate everybody that made it to the end of the video. This was a long one. Usually my figure reviews, you know, I try to keep them shorter than 15 or 10 minutes sometimes. This was a long one because this figure surprised me. Comment down below. Let me know if the scale is a little bit too small for you and it's a deal breaker, or if you guys will be giving this a try. I definitely think it's worth it. Definitely surprised me, and hopefully I put you guys on to something that you didn't know yet, but they're everywhere. You know, you can find reviews of these guys everywhere, but I said, hey, I have to talk about them too, because these things are definitely amazing. And I appreciate you if you made it to the end of this video. Comment down below if you did. I will definitely heart it. Without a doubt, I am going to heart it, reply, like it, and just show some type of acknowledgement in general. But I love these figures. They definitely surprised me. The fact that they're samurais and not quote unquote ninja turtles, they're samurai turtles, definitely pretty clever, definitely pretty nice. And they just look like, I get like an anime vibe from them. An anime. That's, wow. Now that I'm thinking about it, now that I'm saying it, I get such an anime vibe from these figures. I think we should just leave on that note, guys. I appreciate you guys. Peace.
涙の色はエメラルドブルー宝石みたいに光ってる流れ星を見上げていたあの夜も枯れ葉のように宙に徘徊セオリー 私なんだったっけ見えなくてなるざとのクラクションだって慣れてきたけれどあの日の約束はかき消せないの
G.I. Joe, classified, Marvel Legends on my mind, Valorverse and NECA time, Mythic Legions I must find, SH Figure Arts I can't lie, Rebel Tech got my pockets dry, Set action figures for life, Articulated Ninja is nice, yeah, you might wanna subscribe, action